of you who don't know me, I have various fur babies. I have 3 Chihuahuas and a Russian blue cat. One Chihuahua is a foster, and so we are enjoying having her with us right now. However, she is the one that tends to get all up in my work when I'm teaching, because she hasn't learned the way my other monkeys have. So when she does, just keep rolling. I'll keep talking. You can get a little giggle out of it, and we'll have fun this morning. So go ahead and sit. Place your hands on your knees, face down for grounding, face up for energy. Take a deep breath in through the nose, down through the chest, into the belly. Hold it and release. Up through the chest, out through the mouth. Bring it back in through the nose and back down and out. Now we're going to count. Breathe in on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 2. 1, 2. Take it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it again. Breathing. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2. Breathe it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. On your next breath, breathe it in. 1, 2. Keep going. Hold it. 2. Now keep the mouth closed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep this pace going in your breathing. And what I want you to think about is building steam in the back of your throat when you release your breath. Okay, we want to start heating our bodies from inside. When we breathe with our mouth closed, we cause that steam and we start increasing the heat within our bodies, which is what we want to do, get us warm. If that is a problem, if that is troublesome, maybe you have it cold, keep breathing at your pace and you can continue to do it whatever makes you comfortable. And if you need to through the mouth to cool, please do. Breathe it in one more time and back out. This morning I want you to think about, I talk about this all the time, energy, releasing any negative energies that are holding you down or causing you any stress or any weight, and releasing that and allowing the good energy to come in. So with that, we're going to breathe in some good energy. Bring your arms up. Long spine, tummy's in, and take it back down. Breathe out. Since I'm talking, I can't breathe through with my mouth closed. Breathe up. Or I would be right there with you. And back down. Again, up. And down. One more. Breathe it in. The neck should be neutral. Head should be just forward. This time we're going to go side to side. Breathe it in. Take it over to your left or your right. I don't care which side. Breathe out. Now breathe in. Come up. And breathe out to the other side. And breathe in, come up. And breathe out to the other side. Keep both sit bones on the floor. Up. Good. And down. And now up. And hands down. Good. This time we're going to breathe up. And when we release, we're going to do a little twist. Just a mild one. Look over your shoulder. Bring it up. Breathe in and release the breath and twist. Breathe in, come center, twist the other side again. And one more, breathe in. And twist. Breathe in. Hold your arms up, pull those shoulders away from your ears. Release the breath, come forward. Don't bend at the lower back yet. Just go as far as you can with a flat back. You won't go very far. You'll feel it in your hips, and that's okay. That's where we want it. Now roll it forward and allow yourself to fall forward. And just continue your breath in and out. Walk it over to one side, keeping both sit bones on the floor. Just letting the head hang natural. Walk it over to the other side. Notice when you're walking your hands to either side that that opposite hip is staying planted. If it's coming up, come up yourself a little bit till it hits the floor, okay? Or maybe don't go as far in your side stretch. Okay, come center, bring it up. Switch your feet to the awkward leg. We all have that. Breathe it up. And forward fold. And walk it over to the right. This side is much tighter than my other. Should be probably for you too. If one side is, walk it over to the other side is predominant. We tend to have a stronger side. That'll typically be our tighter side. Center and roll up. Very good. All right, I want you to bring your feet out forward. Breathe it up. We're just gonna do some breathing here. Loosening up those hips, forward fold, roll it up. Scoop it in, breath up, long and strong, and forward, breathe out. Do that 2 more times. Breathe up and forward fold. Breathe up. 1 more fold. Now, we're gonna go opposite. We're gonna scoot. Breathe it in and up. Good. Again. And up. Breathe it in when you scoop. Breathe it out when you release up. Hands down. Come over to tabletop. Now, when we're in tabletop, I want you to have shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips over knees, all right? Tummy in tight, pull it to that spine like someone has a string pulling it up, all right? Long, 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 pull these shoulders down away from your ears, lengthening the neck, but keeping the head neutral as an extension of your spine. Tailbone is extending to the back of the room, of your mat or your room. You might be outside for all I know. And then your head, the crown of your head is extending forward to the top of your mat. All right? Breathe it in, breathe it out. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Take it to your left shoulder. Back to the right, back to the left. Center, shake your head no. Let's end this on a positive. Shake your head yes. Very good. Back to neutral. Now take a deep breath in. And I want you to pull your back up to the ceiling, opening up those shoulder blades as you breathe out into cat. Pressing forward, taking a deep breath into cow. Pressing that chest forward and back out into cat. And forward into cow. Now I want you to just do a few at your own pace. Just move through it. Breathing out on cat and in on cow. And just go back and forth. Sometimes I add a little extra movement with the arms. It's really what your body's needing right now. We're just loosening up. You can go side to side, kind of wag your tail like a dog, right? Just loosening the hips, loosening the spine, getting it all ready for what we're about to do, which no is not anything crazy, I promise. All right. We should all be loose a little bit, yeah? Okay, go ahead and take your right hand forward, left leg back. I want you to lift up the legs, flex the back foot, tummy in tight, hips should be squared off to the floor. Lengthening. Now, if this is too much, you can put that front arm down and just lift the leg. We want to make sure that these hips are parallel. That's what's very important. Tummy in, breathe through it. Now, from here, you can stay here, or I want you to take a deep breath in. And when you breathe out, you're going to crunch the knee and elbow together, or as close as you can get them. Hold it. 1, 2, take it back out. Let's do that again. Deep breath in. Breathe it out. 1, 2. Let's do 2 more. Deep breath in and out. Hold it. 1, 2. Beautiful. Keep it going. 1 more and out. Hands down. Shake out those hips. Wag your tail. Right? All right, right leg back, left leg forward. Lift it up. And let's hold and breathe through this. Again, check yourself. This is a good way when you're struggling to make sure, to one, get your mind off of the struggle, but two, to make sure that you are in line. Is everything lined up with your arms? Are your hips where they need to be? Is your foot flexed and extending as strong as it can in the back? And are you reaching forward while your shoulders are pulled away from your ears? So many rules, I know, but we want to practice safely. Deep breath in and crunch. Hold it. 1, 2. Take it back in and out. And in and out. And if you hear snoring, and in and out. That would be one of my little fur babies. Hands down. Child's pose. Take it on back up. Go ahead, take a deep breath in and raise that right arm to the ceiling. Pull it all the way through, needling. Let's just let it rest. Your hips should be to the ceiling. If you'd like to do this in child's pose, feel free. Your other arm can go wherever feels good. I like to stretch it forward. Some of us like to open up to the ceiling, while others will choose to do a bind. Oh, that actually feels nice today, so I'll do that. Keep breathing, tummy's in. And just fall into this and allow your body and gravity to work. A deep breath in, arm to the ceiling, bring it down by your face, lifting the other arm to the ceiling and back to tabletop. Opposite arm, that would be my left, taking it to the ceiling and needling it all the way through. Hello. And I'll go through the same things I did last time. I stretched it forward real quick, then I took it up and around. Again, do what serves you. Just let yourself relax into this. Stretching out the shoulders and the back. Breathe up. Hand by your face. Opening up that arm. And back down into tabletop. Tuck those toes. Lift the hips to the sky into a nice down dog. We're just going to sit here for a minute and work our way into it. Pedaling those feet. Ears should be by your arms. Head extended long. Tailbone to the sky. Tummy to your spine. Keeping your back protected at all times. Many of you won't be able to get your feet to the floor, and that's okay. We just want to be pressing our chest forward as if we're trying to touch it to our thighs. You don't have to pedal, you can hold. You might just hold one leg for a while and stretch out that calf. Maybe you'll switch from there. Again. Good. Little longer, deep breath. Do not forget the breathing. Deep breath in, and when you release your breath, you can go a little further into it. Press a little further. Okay, I want you to look forward to the front of your mat, bend your knees, and step to the front of your mat. Roll it up, one vertebrae at a time. Bring your arms up. Slowly lengthen, tummy in, and down. Go ahead and lift your right arm up. Keep these hips square, and I want you to just slowly lengthen that side. Keeping everything in line. Hips should not typewriter out. reaching down with the opposite arm. You're reaching up and at an angle. Not a major bend. I mean, some may have that, but right now we're still getting warm. I'd say later in practice, you might move a little further. Breathe it up and drop the opposite arm and then take it down. Like you're digging your hand into a deep pocket and reaching up to the ceiling for something, but just at a bit of an angle. Keeping this open, don't let yourself fall forward. Keep your chest nice and open. Bring it up. Take your hands down. Very good. All right. I want you to clasp your hands behind your back. I forgot I had these here. I was like, what is that? Pull it down, and I want you to open up that chest. Just pull it back a little bit. Tummy in tight. Looking forward. Release. Clasp forward and around the back. And then open your arms like you're introducing yourself. Ta-da! Hands down. Roll the shoulders. Grasp your hands. Other thumb on top. Switch awkward pose of your hands. Pull it back and open. And release. Forward, awkward arm. Rounding that back. Ooh, I just got a little pop. Not expected. Remember, keep that tummy in tight. And open it. Introducing yourself. And roll the shoulders down. All right, we're going to move through our little vinyasa here. Breathe it up. Yes, I was prepping you. Yay! Forward fold, flat back, nice and slow. Tummy in tight. Take it down. Half lift. Hands to your shins. Hands to the mat. Step it back. Take it slow. Drop your knees. Drop your chest and chin. Lift up into a little cobra, baby cobra, pulling yourself forward and up. More lifting than pulling. Come down, take it back, up into down dog. Bend your knees and step or hop to the front of your mat. Half lift, forward fold, breathe it up, and back down. All right, let's start moving through a little quicker. Breathe it up. The advanced yogis, you know where you can go. Forward fold, half lift, take it down. Those of you who are not as advanced, continue with your knees, chest, chin. And those of you who can go into your chaturanga, take it down. Cobra, and then up dog, and back down into your down dog. Okay. My cobra this last time, knees bent, step it in, was a little bit higher than the last one. So each time I'm getting warmer. Half lift, so you should feel that, right? Breathe it up. And all right, we're gonna move through this. I'm gonna go more into the full out. Breathe it up, but you stay where you are or where you need to be today. Half lift, take it back, step or hop to plank. Shift your forward, down chaturanga, up dog or cobra, down dog. Bend your knees, step or hop forward. Half lift. My music stopped. Alexa, play yoga pop. Bring it up. Down. That's my music. Breathe it up. Forward fold. Half lift. Take it back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Step or hop to the front of the mat. We're going to go through this 2 more times. Go at your own pace. Breathe it up. Forward fold. Half lift. Hands to mat. Plank. Chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin. Up dog or cobra. And down dog. One more. Come forward to the top of your mat, half lift, forward fold. Breathe it up. Keep that tummy in tight the whole time. Breathe it down. Gotta protect the back, half lift. Hands to the mat. Plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Hang out here for a second, pedal those feet. Good job. Go ahead and lift one leg. I'm lifting my left so that I can face you guys. Bend the knee, open the hip, and just hang out here for a moment. If you'd like, you can roll the knee around in little circles. Loosen up that hip. And go the opposite direction. Go ahead, straighten out those hips, square them to the floor, lengthen the leg. One-legged down dog. Bend the knee. Bring it through to your chin into a lunge. Bring your arms up. Now we're in crescent pose. Now if the arms up tends to be a situation, then you can always put them on your hips. In fact, if you're new to this, I recommend it. That way you can guide your hips where they need to be. Tuck the pelvis slightly, keeping everything forward, pressing through the back heel of the back leg, the knee, the front leg's almost like it's pressing forward, but you want it directly over that angle. Shoulders are away from your ear. Keep it up, we're holding and breathing. Go ahead and drop that back ankle at an angle, and we're gonna open up to warrior two. All right, this is our little friend who's staying with us, Miss Lexi. So we are in warrior two. This knee here, the front knee that's bending should be pulling back a little bit, tracking right over that ankle. Don't let it fall forward. Both arms should be equally out. Check the back one, make sure it's not coming in or overextending. Gaze lightly over that front hand and breathe. Each breath in, open up, and when you release it, see if you can come a little lower. Breathe it in. Can you come a little lower? Right? Now, go ahead, take one deep breath in. When you release, we're going to go into a reverse. Lengthening that side. Keeping that chest open though. Don't close the chest. All of this is open. These shoulders should be in line. Should be great. We're going to be moving into our right ankle next. Breathe it in and release it forward into your right ankle. Starting out, get yourself centered. Don't fall into this leg. Arm up. Take it forward if you'd like a little more extension. Take it down if you have the flexibility. If your chest starts falling forward, you need to come up. Until you can come down with this shoulder staying put. Work on it. Don't force it. My quote that I haven't said yet today. Allow it. Don't push it. Listen to your body. Can you bind it? Are you a binder? Again, if you're like this, binding, no. Unbind, maybe put your hand on your hip. Okay? Breathe it up to a warrior two. Take it forward to your crescent. Needing to lift that heel. Take it down to a low lunge. Back to a plank. Let's run through your vinyasa. Take it down to your up dog. Down dog. Now your opposite leg. Nice. One-legged down dog. Bend the knee, open that hip, and we're rolling. Now, with that hip that's opened, I want you to check yourself for a minute. Check the shoulder on the same side of the open hip. Is it lifting with your hip? If it is, no, 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 pull it forward. They should be squared off. Your shoulders should be square while that hip's lifted. The twist should be through your spine and not through your shoulder, not through your upper body. Breathe through it. Open the leg up. Square the hips. Tummy in tight. Bend the knee and bring it to your nose into a low lunge. How are we feeling? Hopefully fantastic. Sweep it up, deep breath in, coming into crescent. All right, remember, square off the hips, tummy in, tilt that pelvis forward just a little bit. You should feel a nice stretch in that hip flexor, which is right in this region on the other leg. Shoulders down and back. Breathing. Apologies for the snorting in the background. I'm sure y'all can hear it. That would be Lexi. She is on a fitness journey. We're working to get some weight off her so we can get her spayed and find a forever home. Okay, breathe it in to warrior two. And release down. Breathing out. Now I give you another view. But again, watch this here. Pulling this leg back, okay? So you will be working in this area to pull it back. Here we've got a nice long line. Arms extended. Gazing just out past those fingertips. Tummy in, pelvic tilted forward just a little bit. With each breath out, see if you can go half an inch lower. Just half. Allow it. Don't push it. Next breath in, we're going to come into warrior one. Reverse warrior. Goodness. Breathe in. Nice and long. So you have two things going on here. You're lengthening and stretching, and you're strengthening in the front. Pretty amazing stuff, yoga. Your gaze should just be slightly up. If it ever bothers you, you can keep it looking a little bit more forward. Neutralize your neck some. All right, we're going to take it down into right angle. All the way, twisting down. Remember, I start here. Don't fall into this leg. And then I make my way a little further. But I've been doing this for a while, so my flexibility may be a little different than yours. Someone may be able to do way more than me, while others might be much higher and barely coming towards their leg. And that's great. Every day, yoga is a practice. You have to practice to get better. I'll do a little bind here, because I did it on the other side. I like balance. Pulling that shoulder up and open. I'm going to open it back up, and we're going to breathe it in to our warrior two. Breathe it in, lifting that heel to our crescent. Taking our hands down, leg back to a plank, and then we're going to go through our vinyasa. Take it down, take it up, down dog. No, Lexi, no. And then tabletop. Go ahead and bend those knees. Hi, mama. Told you she has not learned the rules. Alright, so go ahead and tap the feet. Let's give them a little release. Don't beat them. I know mine sounds loud, but I don't have rugs, so it echoes in here. We're just tapping them lightly. Just lightly. Tummy's in. All right. So tuck your toes, back up into down dog. Bring up that right leg. And I want you to bend the knee. Bring it forward and tuck it towards your nose. Rounding that back, take it back up. Bend it and take it to your tricep. And take it back up. One more to the middle, or to the opposite arm, sorry. Opposite arm crossing, and back up. And to the nose. Bring it through. Little lunge. Now if that's ever a lot for you, you can always do that from a plank pose, or you can hold, okay, and just practice bending. Do little things, little baby steps that get you where you need to be. That's what's most important. All right, so we're in our low lunge. Let's take it up to a high lunge. Now we're gonna do a little balance here, a little warrior three. So from here, those of you that need a little centering, put your hands on your hips and just press into that warrior three. Place your hands at your heart, on your hips. You can do an airplane or a Superman. What we're looking for is this back hip that I have here, the leg lifted hip, to stay down and square with the floor. Don't let it open. We want it parallel with the floor, which means many of you may be right here. That's where I want you, because a lot of it has to do with your hamstring and how tight it is. But if you're lifting that hip, you're putting undue stress on that bottom hip, on the leg, that could cause some damage. Flex the foot in the back, tummy in tight, shoulders are squared off too, hands wherever they may need to be, right? We all have our levels. We play around. All right, take the foot down to a high lunge, hands up, a little breather. All right, go ahead and drop this back ankle. Lengthen the top, square your hips forward. Lengthen the chest and bend forward into pyramid. Now again, this is a hamstring stretch, so many may be right here or higher. All right, I want those hips to stay parallel as you breathe in and you breathe out. See where your body will allow you to go. And again, this is my more flexible side. When I switch to my other leg, you will not see me be able to go as far. I have some hamstring damage on that leg, and it is not user-friendly. Just breathe through it. You should feel a nice stretch through that right glute and that right hamstring. If you're on your right leg, if you're on the left, you feel it there, of course. Tummy's in, tight. Pull them to that spine, please. All right, bend the knee and release down into a low lunge. Take it back to plank. Vinyasa. Down. Up. Down dog. Opposite leg. Take it up. Now bend the knee and bring it to your nose. And take it back up. Come back and bring it to your tricep, your outer tricep, and back up. Take it across your body. And back up. And back to the center, to your nose, and all the way through. For a low lunge, high lunge. You should feel a nice little stretch on that back leg. Tummy in tight, hips are forward. You're gonna press off into our warrior three. Again, place your hands where it suits you. Whatever guides you to your best and most rewarding pose. Breathe through it. Oh, the music went again. Being cranky today. All right, bend that knee. Come back into your high lunge. Alexa, continue. Alexa, continue. Straighten the leg, drop that back heel. Hips, deep breath in, long, straight back, long, straight back. Good. Here we go. Well, we just might do without music because she does not seem to want to play. Alexa, play Yoga Pop. Alexa, Play yoga pop. Take it down to your low lunge. Take it back. I'm sorry guys, I don't know why she's misbehaving today. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. How are y'all feeling? I wish I could hear you. Okay, take that right leg back up. Bend the knee, bring it all the way through. Right knee to right hand. Pigeon. It's very bizarre. All right. Now this should feel just delicious. However, if you are struggling and the hip is not quite where it needs to be, you can always place a blanket or a towel or something right up underneath that so that you have a little more comfort. Start while you're getting aligned, tummy's in, shoulders are back, and then in time with your breathing, take it down a little longer. You are just not behaving in the best of ways. I want you to breathe. No legs. Nope, no legs. Nope, no legs. Keep breathing. Sorry guys. Such is life at home. We'll sit here for a few more seconds, just breathing through it and allowing it to release. Go ahead and tuck that back leg or tap back toes. Bring yourself up. Come back into your plank. Come up into your down dog. Lift the opposite leg into the air. Mine's in my left. Bending the knee, bringing that left knee to the left hand. And slowly making your way down. Take your time. And again, you can always put a towel or even a towel or a block under the hip, in front of the flexor. Whatever serves you. If there's another way you may need to bend a leg, come back on it. You can always, please stay where you are, but I'm just going to show you. Come into a seated figure 4. You can lay down on your back into a figure 4. Another way to stretch. I know if you have knee issues, this is not something you necessarily want or need to do at this time. And you can go into a child's pose anytime, of course. Maybe do a lunge. Again, find what serves you. Find what serves your body and allow that to work. The more you practice, the more flexible and accepting of your body will be to releasing those muscles and the tension within it, and the more rewarding it will be. Yoga is called a practice because you have to practice. You play sports, you have to practice to be better, to be stronger. If you're a musician, you have to practice. A cook, everything we do, if we want to be better, we have to practice. And the same goes with any form of fitness or as in yoga and meditation and anything, practice. Breath in, and allow yourself to go a little deeper. Tuck that back toe. Come on up, take it back into plank. And down dog. Press through it. Nice little stretch. I like to pedal my feet after this. It kind of loosens up my hips a little more. Pressing that chest to your thighs. Bend the knees, step or hop to the front of your mat. Come down into a little ball and sit back on your booty. All right, so we're going to move into some of my other favorites, which I don't know how well they'll go with this knot on my back, but we'll see. So we're starting out with a bridge pose. I want your feet to come as close to your rear as possible. No, ma'am. Not right now. Not right now. Hands by your feet. If you can touch your feet, fantastic. Shoulders down and relaxed back. Head is neutral. Slowly lift those hips to the ceiling. Squeezing through, oops, baby, come over here, go on. Squeezing, lifting the hips up. Go get in your house. Para tu casa. Go, para tu casa. Lexi, get in your house. She looks so sad because I'm telling her to get in her house. Now here I want you to tilt that pelvis, pressing it up towards the ceiling, squeezing the glutes. You can hang out here. If you'd like to move into something more advanced, lift one leg up, extend it up, but keep these hips neutral. Don't let them lift, okay? You can even do movements through it, all right? Switching the legs, you can march them. I'm not mad at you, baby. But keeping these up. There are a lot of ways that you can expand upon your bridge pose. You can clasp your hands behind your back and roll those shoulders back, opening the chest up further, okay? Grab a band or a strap if you can't quite clasp as you're building that flexibility in the front of your shoulders. Now, bring it down. That's not my friend. Knees to chest, go ahead and just give yourself a little massage on the spine. I think she wants something. What do y'all think? All right, legs out long. I want you to zip up those legs right next to each other, nice and tight. Your hands are going to come to the lower part of your behind, almost slightly under the meat of it a little bit there. All right, and then I want you to lift your chest up, bending the elbows, placing the top of your head on the floor. Now, if that's too much, because for beginners it will be, grab a grab a block. You can use a brick if you want. It might not be very comfy. A towel, pillow, and you can rest your head there as you're learning to get that flexibility, okay? This is called fish pose. It is amazing for opening up so much of your body. But to the untrained individual, you have to be very careful. I've not always been able to get there. And it has taken some time. Go ahead and pull your knees in. Again, roll it around. We got so much time. I want you to go ahead and grab one knee in and lengthen the other one. Straighten that leg. I want you to reach either at your hamstring or just at your calf, or if you can reach far enough, you can grab your ankle or your toes and just pull it forward slightly. Breathe in. When you breathe out, pull it forward. In and pull it forward. Nice little stretch. My leg's straight shaking. How's yours? If you need to use a band, you can pull the band. I just did not grab mine this morning to show you guys. I apologize. But say my arms are a band, and it'll help you to pull it forward while you're kind of allowing your leg to completely relax, rather than causing any more distress with the muscles tensing up here. Breathe in, release it. Tell those muscles to release, release, release. Stop fighting, stop fighting. And bend the knee, bring it in. Shake around that hip one way, around the other way. And we're going to pull that knee over to the opposite side, crossing over our body, arms out like a T. And looking over, no legs, no legs. Over. She's learning, guys. She didn't have a lot of training in her previous home. Now, if you're in this pose, and your knee doesn't go all the way down like mine doesn't, I'm still very stiff this morning, I can always put a block under here. I'm comfortable this way. I'm able to allow it to just kind of lay But many of you may not be able to, and that's fine. Just put a towel or a yoga block. I keep wanting to say brick for some reason, that's so weird. And if you want to straighten that leg out, go ahead and do that. It'll give you maybe a deeper twist. If you need to bend both knees, please do. Again, allow it, don't push it. Provide your body what it needs and what serves you. That's what's most important. And breathe through it. Allowing the stretch. Breathe it in, come back to center. Switch to the other leg. I just had a loud pop. I don't know if y'all heard that. Now that the music has, Alexa is rebelling against me. I think that's what's happened here. Go ahead and straighten that leg and grasp. Sorry, I did not mean to offend you, ma'am. And pull this in. Alexa, play instrumental yoga. Grab your toes. Or the food. I guess we'll listen to Ed Sheeran. Maybe, if she wants to play. Breathe through it. Remember, just tell your muscles to relax. And allow the stretch. Notice my knee, I'm not overextended. There is a slight bend in here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I do keep a mild bend in there. This is that leg I was telling you guys about. So while you see all those amazing pictures on Instagram of all these individuals who can do that stuff, those are kind of extreme. And a lot of them just do the pose for the picture. So don't compare yourself with that. Remember, this is your journey. You are where you are. And every day you do something makes you better. Bend that knee, bring it into your chest and kind of roll it around, loosening back up that hip. We're going to take it across the body, opening up. Look over that opposite shoulder. If you're able to, grab that foot, go for it. Just breathe through it. I was hoping for a nice back pop. I need to go see my chiropractor. My body's not doing it for me. Bring it in. I'm just making sure we're on schedule. Now we'll have our knees in. I want you to lift your feet to the ceiling with your knees bent. And grasp the outsides of the foot into child's or a happy baby. Just let those hips open up, okay? Allow your knees to come towards the arms, towards the armpits, towards the floor. Lengthen the tailbone though. Try and keep that tailbone towards the floor. We don't want to lift it so that we're lengthening our lower back. Now if you want to play around, you can open a leg and alternate legs. If you've got a little more flexibility, you can open both. I personally like that because my inner thighs get really tight. I do a lot of sitting during the week right now, especially since we're not in an office and I'm not traveling for work. So all the sitting really tightens my hip flexors. It tightens my inner thighs, the hamstrings. I'm sure anyone out there can probably relate to some degree from the amount of sitting that we can do during the week, whether it's watching TV or going to school or just having a sedentary type job. And really loosen things up, and that's where yoga can come in and play an amazing role. All right, let's go ahead and bring these knees in, hug them to your chest. And I want you to take it out into your savasana. Now I'm going to sit up, but I want you guys to lay. I can't see you, so I want you to take this moment while I talk to you and just relax. Bring your feet to the opposite corners of the mat. Place your hands beside your body, hands down for grounding, hands up for energy. Or if you're comfortable, I sometimes like to rest my hands on my body. Maybe Maybe put a hand on a heart on the stomach. You can feel your breathing. It's very soothing. Whatever serves you, I want you to do that for you today. I want you to start breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, and out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe it in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that breathing pattern as you slowly allow your eyes to become very heavy. Your muscles of your face begin to fall back towards your ears, relaxing. The jaw becomes relaxed. Muscles in your neck start rolling back and relaxing and releasing. Your shoulders melt into your mat, allowing your arms to become nice and heavy, extending out through the fingertips, moving its way down through the back, into the hips, allowing those hips to open and release. The muscles behind your legs begin to mold down into the floor. Backs of your knees are unlocking and releasing. Feel it down through the shins and the calves, extend it down through the toes. Everything relaxing as if there's a wave, a soft wave just rolling over you. Relaxing you as you breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue to relax and breathe. For those of you who need to get on with your day, you can start to wiggle your fingers, and wiggle your toes, move around your jaw, and slowly make your way to your side. Just come up to a seated position, letting your head come up last and very slowly to a cross-legged or a comfortable seated position. Hands up for energy, hands down for grounding. Thank you for joining me today, Tanya Michelle Fitness and Fabletics. We appreciate all that you are. We honor you and hope that you have an absolutely amazing day and weekend. Happy Saturday. Bring your arms up, breathe it in, hands down to your heart. Thank you again. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.